Miss Jobson.
Harambe Wildlife Reserve was created to meet the growing challenges that face our native wildlife here in Africa. Expanding human population is bringing with it the loss of natural habitat, threatening the very existence of our great creatures. Sadly, even the borders of life cannot protect our animals from the most dangerous threat of all, poaching. It is my job to protect all the animals of this reserve. That is why I ask you to please join us in our battle against poaching. Macho, grow eyes for poachers. Only by working together can we maintain Harambe as a safe haven for all its animals. It is my hope that what you see today you will treasure in your heart forever.
Let's go. Alright, jumbo everybody, my name is Raleigh and I'm going to be your safari driver for our 2-week safari here in the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Fortunately for us, the animals have become less afraid of humans, but they're still at risk for poaching. Constantly patrolling the 800 square miles of the reserve or wildlife rangers help keep our animals safe.
Yes, Simbawan, and today I have a passenger, Miss Jobson, my favorite wildlife researcher.
I'm Jumbo, everyone.
Jumbo, Wilson, my safari friends and I are entering the Little Turi Forest here in the reserve. Over.
Simbawan, I see you down there.
Roger that. Look over to our right, there's an okapi. Okapis have stripes in their back legs similar to zebras, but they're actually part of the giraffe family. They are super shy though and were discovered in the Western world till about 1901. Up to our left, there's 2 species of animals. The dark brown ones are bongos. Bongos are known as the ghost of the forest because they're extremely shy. Their horns are pointed backwards so they can get through the tough brush of the forest really easily. Also some greater kudu up there. The lighter gray animals, greater kudu, are the second largest antelope species in Africa. They can weigh anywhere from about 750 pounds each. Very similar to a large deer. Coming up to a large watering hole up here, it's a really important gathering place for the forest animals. Allows us to see some of our more rare species. Looking for a black rhino up here. Black rhinos are almost completely extinct in the wild. There's only about a little over 4,000 of them left. Even on reserves like this one, they are completely safe from poaching. Their skin's almost an inch thick and they can run or charge up to 35 miles an hour. I'm not sure I see any more of the forest animals, so let's go ahead and leave the forest and head on down to the Safi River. Safi River is a really great spot to see some hippos. Weight for baby hippos can be anywhere from 85 pounds, and at full grown they can tip the scales at about 5,000 pounds. They are some of Africa's largest animals. Hippos can stay underwater anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes. I often see them walking on the river floor, but they can swim as well.
It is rumored that they cannot swim. They can, but they just do so very poorly. So you see how he's grazing across the river? He's actually walking on the bottom of it. They can hold their breath underwater for about 5 to 8 minutes. And there's also some pink-backed pelicans on the left. They live in colonies, nest in trees, and when they're bored, they'll bug the little hippos.
That's why birds on the island are pink-backed pelicans. They work together to herd small fish in the shallow water. As we approach this old rickety bridge, please stay seated for me, but if you look over to your left, you'll see some Nile crocodiles. Nile crocodiles are actually a lot more aggressive than the typical American alligator. They can close their jaws at a power of 1,200 pounds per square inch, basically meaning they can crush just about anything. They're about 18 feet long. They often open their mouths to release excess heat. They are cold-blooded.
We're now leaving Safi River and heading into the savannah. If you look to the right, there is a baobab tree coming up It's also referred to as the upside down tree. Water is stored in the trunk and it lives for about 2,000 years.
Next, the superhighway for millions of migrating animals every year. This is the wild Africa we're all working hard to conserve. This landscape is created by all the animals that live here. Elephants act as bulldozers as they knock over trees, allowing new grass to grow. Giraffes trim the underneath of the trees, letting light in. Antelope eat the grass like lawn mowers. And little nibblers like gazelles and warthogs trim the edges. In a well-balanced ecosystem, there's enough food for everyone. Coming up to some tall cones of earth, these are termite mounds. Termite mounds are as hard as concrete. Elephants often use them as scratching posts. And when worn down enough, antelope use them as a lookout point across the savanna. Coming up to our reticulated giraffe. Reticulated giraffes get their name from the word reticulata, which means net, represents the net-like pattern on their coats. Most of the world's tallest animals, standing anywhere from 18 to 20 feet tall at full grown. They eat about 18 hours a day. Their tongue's about 1.5 feet long, so they can reach those tall branches up in the trees.
You are in bush country. Drive carefully. I don't want you bumping into my animals.
You should begin to see a wide variety of grass-eating animals around you, such as Thompson's gazelle.
Miss Johnson, no one in Africa calls them Thompson's gazelle. They are Tomies. Tomies. Over.
You may think they are babies, but they're actually full grown at 60 pounds. They're just very little. There's also some Nkoli cattle coming up on our right. Nkoli cattle were first domesticated by the Watusi tribe, which is sometimes their nickname, the Watusi cattle. Their horns can be anywhere from 5 to 6 feet tall and 20 inches around, even though they're hollow inside.
Airborne Patrol Warden, this is Simba 1.
Simba 1, I have to report back to base. Over.
And a few more of the sable antelope. A couple of white-bearded wildebeest over to our left in the shade of these trees. White-bearded wildebeest currently hold the world's largest migration.
They are white-bearded wildebeest. There's one crossing right in front of us. They're also known as gnu, spelled G-N-U, and that refers to the loud grunting sounds they make. They migrate in herds of about 1 million to 1.5 million.
Someone to Wilson. You sign up Big Red or Little Red today. Over?
I have not seen them today. Try the red clay pit.
Okay, I will. Big Red is the elephant matriarch of the reserve's herd. She gave birth a while ago to a new calf.
He does bathe in the same red clay pit as his mama. So I named him Little Red.
Looks like we're coming down here to the red clay pit. Wilson must have been cheating about. Looks like there has been some elephant activity. I can tell by the footprints and dust marks in the red clay. Elephants often eat this red clay as a balanced source of minerals. See a few more elephants out there. There'll be a little baby one. She's about 8 months old. Elephants actually have really sensitive skin. You often see them throwing mud, water, and dirt on their backs to act as a natural sunscreen.
Uh-oh, I see a road closed sign. That's a road I usually take. I guess I'm just gonna have to see where it takes me. We are now approaching a bridge, and everyone is stay seated, and this time keep your fingers crossed because it looks really creaky. I knew there's a reason I never come this way. We'll try to get over it as quick as we can. Ah! Uh-oh. Hang on, everybody. We're almost there. I got this. We're going through red clay pits. Now, elephants use these to feed and play. If you look closely, you can see tusk marks and footprints in the clay.
We're nearing Monkey Point, heading into elephant country. Over.
Okay, Simba 1, but keep your eyes open for anything unusual. Over.
Roger, Wilson. Will do. Over.
You see some addicts over here to our left. ADD-8X, they're desert antelope. They go almost their entire lives with very little water, similar to a camel. Unfortunately, due to human encroachment and poaching, though, there's only about 500 left in the wild. They're a great addition to our reserve. Very sweet animals. Ooh, there's a cheetah. See it walking right over there to our left. Cheetahs are some of Africa's fastest animals. They can run anywhere from 60 to 70 miles per hour. They rely mostly on sight rather than smell, so they mostly hunt during the daytime. This is Simba 1. Over.
I've got a report about a suspicious jeep near Bingo Copies. Keep a lookout for it.
Looks like we're coming up to a large rock formation that juts out across the savanna. These are called copies. Copies are used by big cats such as lions to lay out in the sun and look for prey on the tall grass. Looks like both the lions are up here. You can see the female and the rock in the center. The male is just laying just to the right of her. Maybe I might get a better view around the other side of the copy, but you can see the female up there. There's the male. You can see its mane sticking up. Lions are really unique animals. They live in family groups called prides. The females do most of the hunting. They're actually inactive about 20 hours out of the day. So you mostly see them sleeping and lying around a lot. You can actually tell the age of a male lion by the color of its mane. The darker the mane, the older the lion. These large holes on the earth to our left are warthog burrows or humps for the warthogs. They're the largest burrowing animal in Africa. They use their sharp tusks as defense, but they're just like Puma, Hakuna Matata. No hurries, no worries.
We're coming up to Flamingo Island on the left. These are greater flamingos. They are the palest flamingos in the world. And they get their coloring from the food they eat, which is shrimp and other crustaceans.
At night, so they're ready to charge.
Calling Wilson Matua, over. Matua here. There are ivory poachers in the reserve. They shot Big Red. She is wounded.
What about Little Red?
No word yet. Where was he last seen? Magadi Gorge. Okay, you head there. Roger. Simba One, we must stop the poachers. I am landing at Magadi Gorge to block off the east end. If you come in from the west, we could trap them.
Please, Silver One, we need your help.
What do you guys think? Can we go help Wilson catch those poachers? Yeah. All right, let's go. Oh no, y'all. Looks like someone busted through the reserve gates. What's that sign say? Magani Hot Springs, unsafe area. Oh no. We're going to leave the reserve for a little bit. I'm not sure what's out here, so hang on tight. Wilson, come in. Are we heading the right way?
Keep going, Roger. We are landing now.
Roger that, Wilson. We are on our way. Well, guys, this is totally different than anything on the reserve. We got to help catch those poachers. Hang on. Oh, man, this doesn't look good at all. Geysers, it had to be geysers. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Watch out! Looks like we're coming up to something up here. Looks like a poacher's campsite with all those horns, but it looks deserted. Wilson, come in. Are we too late?
We caught them, Simba One. You forced them into our trap.
Orders have Big Red. She'll be fine.
I have to go now. We have to get this baby elephant back to its mother. Thanks to you, they are now both safe. Asante sana, everyone.
We are so glad to help, Wilson. Roger that. Thanks, guys, for helping us catch those poachers and protecting our precious wildlife.